US Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings.
Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. Charles, so often it's the quarterbacks that are in the spotlight, and in this game, no different. We have a very compelling matchup.
And both of them have terrific ability to improvise, and that means when the first read's not there, how quickly can you go through your progressions? Can you hang in there and take a shot as you release it? Can you buy time outside of the pocket? Can you pull it down and run if need be? I think we'll see all of those traits on display in this one.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open here, Adam Thielen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for Thielen in that game last week: 5 catches, 63 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it again with Cook. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Second and 2. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive, and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are we going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Gold is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. So the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Hassan Reddick, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles have moved out in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota.
The Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted it with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now back to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man, once again, it's Thielen.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On 2nd down, Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Vikings have retaken the lead.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Gold to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And out now come the Eagles.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Now, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, Hurts goes right back to Smith again.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First down now, but that clock rolling.
He'll run here with Taylor.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check it. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Hurts to throw. And quick. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Sure. You going? Let's go. Let's go. To the game.
So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. First down, here's the run with Cook. To the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It's now 3rd and 8.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Yeah.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
Go 275. Yeah. Let me know.
Someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them really happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And the Cowboys have added on to their lead. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gather the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the